Disc golf is exactly what it is. It's golf played with disc. But like golf, it takes a lot of skill to get good. Although not as popular as its sister sport, Ultimate Frisbee, disc golf has a dedicated small following in Singapore. Not surprisingly, the sport which is most popular in the US is played mostly by expats who come to the island. The group does see the sport catching on with Singaporeans and urges them to join in the fun. Crazy TV met one of its pioneers of the sport here, Lance Dubos, and his fellow hobbyists on a regular Saturday to find out more about a sport that's taking flight.
I want to get away. I want to fly away. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I want to get away. I want to fly away. Yeah.
So now we're mimicking the rules of ball golf. So we're going to walk up to the person who has the shortest drive. We'll wait for him to throw, and we'll move forward toward the pin. And we have other rules, the same things like out of bounds and penalties work the same way. The scoring is exactly the same. It's a stroke play. Lowest number of strokes wins.
I get you up there where the air is rarefied.
Peter Dari was basically a cemetery.
That's right.
They exhumed all the bodies, everything's fine now.
Yes.
But how did this place get a disc golf course?
Well, it goes back farther than that. When we started playing disc golf about 6 years ago, we would just go to any semi-wooded area.
Right.
Little place next to Kampong Java at Newton Circus. We played about 4 holes. And then we had a guy, Luke Johnson, an American who was working for the Straits Times. And every day he would take the bus past Bidadari. And he was a disc golfer, and he said, that's a perfect disc golf course. And so he came out here and just took dead branches and stuck them in the ground and marked out the 18 holes.
Right.
And we started playing here fairly regularly.
Right.
He left, and since then we've put in the white PVC targets to make them permanent. We can come out any time. The course is pretty easy to see. And so we've been playing out here for a little over 2 years, about 2.5 years.
So people that watch this video right now, right, they're gonna Google search disc golf, and they're gonna notice that most of the holes are actually chained cages, so to speak.
That's true.
Baskets, right?
Right. On a permanent course, you get these big metal baskets that have a web of chains hanging down. And the object of the chains is the flying disc comes in, hits the chain, and falls into an actual basket.
Right.
And that's the hole. So putting a basket in a hole. Obviously, we couldn't come out here to state land and sink metal baskets into the ground with concrete bases.
Yeah, right.
So people can play disc golf in any wooded area and just using trees themselves.
Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars.
So when did you start playing?
Well, back in 2006, I was in the executive committee of the Ultimate Players Association.
Right.
And we bought a set of portable targets so that we could do some events. We actually started about 10 years ago with a little bit just playing object golf, as we say, with some Ultimate players. But then 6 years ago, we bought a set of targets, and then we started trying to organize more frequent weekend games for the people who play disc golf.
Right.
And this course was designed about 2.5 years ago, and we put it on the web. And so sometimes we get expats who move here who play disc golf, and they just on a whim they Google disc golf Singapore, and they find us. And they email us, and we bring them out, and they play.
So, do we get more Singaporeans coming out, you guys? Because it's basically open to public. Because I got in touch with Lance and his guys just through Facebook. You just Google search or whatever.
We do have Singaporeans who play. I mean, a lot of Singaporeans play Ultimate.
Yeah.
So our hope is they get older and they want to retire, they can play disc golf with us. But right now, all the Ultimate players are 18, 19 years old. So they would never think of playing a game they don't have to run.
The old fogey, the old fogies.
Right. Or as they call me at the meetings, the dinosaur.
They still want to jump and run, and
That's right. They want to jump, run, and catch, and we say we don't catch.
With news that the Bidadari area will be developed into a new town, Lance told Razy TV that when building starts in a few years, his disc golf group will alter the course to fit the remaining land not being used, or they will find another semi-wooded area to keep the sport going. Up next is Disc Golf 101. Know your disc and the basics of throwing.
I love you.
Yeah!